No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Watch him now, Barney!
On second down, here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with
the first NFL touchdown pass for the former Heisman winner, Lamar Jackson. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
And there it is. Tally it up, folks. The first touchdown pass for Lamar Jackson as a member of the Baltimore Ravens. So many people focused on his legs coming into the league. He'll score plenty of touchdowns that way. But being able to throw it into the end zone, that's a special feeling. And he's a guy who will do that often in the league.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. throwing on second down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now? Or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try to be aggressive on their first series.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. This complete to the tight end Clay. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Trying to get it to Clay that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Ravens making their way out here, Charles, and a heartbreaking last-second loss to the Bengals Week 17 last year. Kept them out of the playoffs into their season at 9-7. And, you know, since winning Super Bowl 47, they've now missed the playoffs for the last 5 years.
They want to get back to doing things the Ravens way, which means toughness on both sides of the ball. So they'll want to continue to run it with Alex Collins. They added Orlando Brown in at right tackle. They want better push up front, but they have to throw the ball better as well. So they added Michael Crabtree in free agency and the 2 tight ends. Grabbed them early. Hayden Hurst out of South Carolina and Mark Andrews out of Oklahoma. Then flip it over on defense. Want to continue to flock to the football the way that they've done for so many years.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Here's a first down run with Collins. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Able to shake it off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work at all.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. These Bills, Charles, broke the 17-year playoff drought under first-year head coach Sean McDermott. And while Bills fans, they reveled in their team's return to relevance, we know the NFL, that's what have you done for me lately in business. So what can we expect in 2018?
I think a continuation of what head coach Sean McDermott started last year, creating the new culture for the Bills, upgrading their defense. But the big thing, they need more plays from the quarterback position that are downfield, chunk plays to take some of the pressure off the defense. Remember, only 3 points scored in the playoff loss to the Jaguars.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. On 1st down, this is Ivory. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Going deep for his tight end Clay. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now Jackson on second down. Steps away to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Detroit! Detroit!
On third down, it's Allen, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Leopard! Leopard!
Jackson on first down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On second down, Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to, and I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Going deep for his tight end. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
After the interception, here's Jackson. Finding room to the 20. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. A give left side to Collins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Lawson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, that's Allen, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. This will be a 37-yard attempt. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you could kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Allen from the gun on third down. And Jones has it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Buying time to his left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And again, it's Collins. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Clay, the intended receiver.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now Jackson on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On second down, Collins. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Alex Collins, 28 yards. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point, not exactly a thing of beauty, but it does ricochet home. And that makes our score 17-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Gone!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
All right, now, look at 56.
On 1st down, Scott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go again with Scott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. 23 yards on the play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Collins. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Collins. And he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Over.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun!
To throw on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, to get them going, finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Vontae Davis. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. They'll try to get the running game going here with Ivory. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The Bills on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right, on the run. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gain of 32 that time. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Allen again. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 2nd down, Scott. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He finds Coleman. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Back now in Baltimore. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4.
Leopard! Leopard!
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They come up in an offset eye. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now Collins, and he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
They go again with Collins. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
To throw is Jackson on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Airing one deep for Crabtree. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Taking it about the 36. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play.
And this is taken in at the 5. A big play here for Buffalo. 52 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Allen going to throw, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Let's go! Green!
On third down, that's Scott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Boston Scott with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Crabtree, the intended receiver. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On 2nd down now, Scott, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep open and got his man complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Watching that, Barney.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Leopard!
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing now is Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Ivory. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Scott. 12 more yards there and another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw. Throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. On 2nd down, Scott hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And how about that for Josh Allen? His first touchdown pass in the NFL. He had plenty of success while at the University of Wyoming. But when you throw your first touchdown in the league, that's what you've been dreaming of since you were a small child.
One to cherish forever, and you talk about his success. He had 44 touchdown passes in his 2 seasons at Wyoming. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now Jackson runs through the contact. Now he's flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
They run with Collins. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this. Overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
On second down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. A partner, great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Baltimore, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. So for our entire crew,